Atlas. Atlas. Okay. Put your hands together. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies. We don't have any. Sorry. My presentation is number 10 already. So hopefully you are not too tired to listen to my presentation.
No.
I think this is a subject that is quite interested by our colleagues in the office, because many of you asked me about, asked me to teach them how to run the Atlas report, and what is some questions like, what is the COI mean? And many also asked me to run the report for their project budget and expenditure. So it's very close subject to your daily work. So by the end of this my presentation, I expect that you will have the basic understanding about the project budget in Atlas. You also able to monitor and keep track of your budget and expenditure. And also you can have some basic understanding on what is a budget revision. For the time, due to the limited time, I cannot provide you the detailed information on all of these issues, but just basic information. My presentation have two main parts. The first is on introduction on the project budget in Atlas, and the second is about budget revision. The budget in Atlas should reflect your project work plan, and what you can see in Atlas project, the project budget in Atlas is actually what you transfer the work and the figure from your annual work plan into Atlas template. With the required document is actually your annual work plan and your project document. And you can see it is what the structure we have in Atlas. The one award in Atlas may combine different projects or have just one single project. For example, in core project, we have one award for 4 or 5 different projects. And under one project, we have different activities. So this is what is a COI, just an account. You can see it combines different parts. The business unit, the account, the fund cost, operation unit, department ID, the project ID, implementing agent, and donor cost. I can explain to you what does it mean now. So the account code, it means that it is a budgetary account. For example, 71600 is meant for travel activity. And the fund code, it is a source of your funding, where it comes from. For example, for core fund, it is a W001. And one attention you should pay is that the fund code should be in line with the donor code. For example, if your core fund project is a core fund. The fund cost should be W001 and the donor cost should be 0032. The operation unit and department ID, it means it is the owner of the transaction. Means that the one who actually do the transaction. For example, for Vietnam country coffee, the operation unit is ID is a VNN and the department ID is a 92245. And I will see on the example for the regional office. The implementing agent, it means that the one who actually implementing the activity. We have the three main regular use implementation ID for event movement, for the government, and for the NGO. So this is an example of the CDAW project. You can see the fund code, and the donor code have the same reason. Also come from the CDAW. And the implement agent ID is can be changed according to the it can be the EG00999. It is for the letter of agreement with the government partner, or it can be changed to the NGO. Okay. About you, you are not familiar with the ALAT file report. You can run, if you already have the user ID in ALAT, you can run it very easily, and where you can keep track of all of your project budgets and also expenditure. Here's how you can do. You just can go to the reporting tool and you go to the query, where you can see the query viewer and click on that. Yes, and after that, it will show you this screen. You have to type the query name in the empty box, and then you click search. I give you some example of some of the query report that we often use to keep track of the project expenditure and budgets. You can actually do it right after this presentation, or tomorrow when you're back to the office. You keep track of your 2014 expenditure. 14. So you know how
expenditure.
Yeah. If you have difficulty or you don't understand what information should you need to elaborate more explanation on the project here. This query report I can explain it to you. This is a list of the query report. It's quite a lot, but some hundred of the query report, which you just need to know some of the more regular report. So just for the time, I just can give you some information about the project report, and later on, if I have more time, I can have a more detailed presentation on the project expenditure report. And I would like to give you some understand some basic information about budget revision. So that's an exercise we have to do quite regularly. We actually have to do the budget review or budget revision when we set up the initial budget for one new project, or we have to add new fund allocation to your project. You also need to do budget review when you reduce the project budget, or also increase. Also this can be increased and reallocate the budget line in the project. There's some point you should to pay attention when preparing the KPR. The first one, when you firstly set up a new project in Atlas, you should remember to choose the correct COA for that. And also remember to put the 8% of support cost in your project budget plan. Yeah. And also to replace to do the BR annually, you have to remember that the total amount of award your award and your project remain the same. And some BR step you can also how to work on the BR is quite complicated. I will explain it to you in another presentation. But you can have a look at it and read it in the internet. Here, that's what I show you the link. This is how you can see it in the UN Women intranet. And this is a document that you can download and read it. I think it's quite easy to understand. So hopefully that is you can have some basic understand on the budget project and budget design. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Now I would like if you have any question.
One question only.
Con mèo yêu.
One question.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. It's so clear and very useful. I have one question. How to figure out when I look at the atlas, how can figure out what is for what is activity for NGO and what is activity done by UN Women?
Actually, when you run the report by activity for one single report, single project, you can sort it out. The one by the column of implementing agent. So it's easy to separate the part of the NGO or government